Now tell me something. Have you ever bought something from a business and after experience you decide, I'm never coming back again? Maybe the product is good, the price is reasonable, but the way you're treated completely changed your mind. Now think about the opposite. Have you ever gone somewhere and thought, I really like this place? Maybe the owner remembered your name, maybe you were welcomed, maybe they listened to what you wanted, maybe how they handled the problem without making you feel like you're the problem. This is customer service. And today, I want us to speak about something every business owner needs to understand. Getting a customer is one thing, getting the customer to come back is another. You can spend money on advertisement, trying to bring new customers through your door every day. If those customers have a bad experience and never return, you will constantly be starting from zero. Every customer service helps you break the cycle. So, what exactly is customer service? Customer service is how you treat your customer before, during, and after they buy from you. It's the way you speak to them, how quickly you respond to them. It's whether you keep your promise. It is how you handle their complaint. It is how easy you make them feel. If someone basically it's how easy you make it for them to do business with you, and it's also how you make people feel. Let's start with something simple. Respect your customer. This sounds obvious, but you'll be surprised how many businesses lose customers because the owner or the employee makes the customer feel unimportant. Imagine walking into a shop and you're like, excuse me, how much is this? The person serving you doesn't even look at you. They continue talking on the phone and eventually say, it's there, check the price. How would you feel? Even if the product is exactly what you wanted, you might decide to go somewhere else. Now imagine the same situation handled differently. Hello, welcome. This is at 1,500. Would you like me to show you the other options we have? Same product, different experience. That's customer service. And here's the interesting thing. You didn't need to spend an extra money to create that better experience. Sometimes adding value is simply how you treat people. Another important part of customer service is listening. Don't assume you already know what your customer wants. Listen to them. Let them explain what they're looking for. Ask questions. If someone comes for in a clothing shop and says, I need something for a wedding, don't immediately show them the first dress you see. Ask them, what kind of wedding is it? Ask them the size you need. Ask them the budget they have. Ask them the color they prefer. The more you understand, the better you can help. And when you help instead of simply trying to sell, customers notice the difference. They feel like you're interested in solving their problem, not just talking about money. Now let's talk about complaints. This is where many businesses get customer service completely wrong. A customer complains and the business owner immediately becomes defensive. You are the one who used it wrongly, sorry. Nobody else has complained. That's not my problem. You should have checked before you buy. Maybe the business owner is even right, but the way the problem is handled can determine whether the customer returns. When a customer complains, listen. Don't immediately argue. Find out what happened. If you made a mistake, admit it. If the customer misunderstood something, explain it calmly. If there's a genuine solution, offer one. You don't have to agree with everything that the customer says, but you must handle it professionally. There's a big difference between you're wrong and saying, I understand why you're upset. Let me explain what happened. The second approach keeps the conversation respectful. And remember, not every complaint means that the customer is bad. Sometimes the complaint is free information about a product, a problem in your business. If one person complains about something, take note. If 10 customers complain about the same thing, you need to pay attention. Maybe your delivery is slow. Maybe your packaging is poor. Maybe your staff aren't communicating properly. Maybe your product instructions aren't clear. Customer complaints can show you whether your business needs improvement. Now let's talk about speed. People are busy. If a customer sends a message asking about a product that you take and then you take around 2 days to respond, they may have already bought it somewhere else. You don't always have to respond immediately, especially if you're busy, but acknowledging the customer is enough. Every simple message, even a simple message like, "Hello, I've received your message, I'll get back to you shortly," can make a difference. Communication creates confidence. Silence creates uncertainty. Uncertainty can lose sale. Another important part of customer service is keeping your customer's promise. If you tell someone you'll deliver it on Friday, do everything possible to deliver it on Friday. If something goes wrong and you can't communicate before the customer has to chase you. Don't wait until the customer calls you 5 times. Tell them what happened. Give them a new timeline and then keep the new promise. Customers can forgive mistakes. What they struggle to forgive is being ignored. Now let's talk about something many small businesses don't do enough. Follow up after the sale. Imagine someone buys a product from you today. A few days later, you send them a simple message. "Hi, just checking to see how you're getting with the product. Is everything okay?" That's powerful. You're showing your customer that you're responsible. Your responsibility didn't end when they were paid. You care about the experience, and that can make them more likely to come back. You can also use follow-ups to ask for feedback. What do you think about the product? Was there anything you think we could improve? Would you recommend us to someone else? That information is credible. Now, let's talk about loyal customer. A loyal customer who buys from you once is good. A customer who comes back repeatedly is even more valuable. Why? Because you don't have to convince them from scratch every time. They already know, they already trust you, they already understand your products. They may tell other people about you. That's why customer service is also marketing. Think about it. If someone has an amazing experience in your business, what might they do? They might tell their sister, tell their friends. They might, advertise you at their workplace. They might recommend you at a WhatsApp group. They might bring other customers. They didn't have to pay for that advertisement. You didn't have to pay for that advertisement. Your service created it. But the opposite is also true. Bad experience can spread just as quickly. Someone who feels badly treated may tell people about it. That's why every customer's interaction matters. Now, I want us to address something important. Every customer service does not mean allowing customers to disrespect you. There's a difference between serving customers well and allowing someone to abuse you. You can be polite and still have boundaries. You can say, "I understand your concern, but I cannot speak to you while you're insulting me. I'm happy to help you if we discuss this matter respectfully." That's still good customer service. You don't have to tolerate abuse or an abusive customer. Your employees shouldn't have to tolerate it either. A good business respects both customers and its staff. And finally, remember this: customer service isn't